Rebuild the Galaxy hit Disney Plus this September in what was, quite frankly, the least divisive Star Wars show of recent years, and that is because it was a fun show. It did not take itself too seriously, and for those that haven't watched this show, definitely go and watch it. It's only a couple of episodes, and it's not particularly long. It is a fun thing to watch. A lot of role reversal in this particular show, a lot of good guys turning bad and bad guys turning good, and it's probably the closest thing we'll see to a Marvel What If show in Star Wars form. That being said, I do need to start this with an apology / disclaimer, which is 2 or 3 months ago I said there's absolutely no way they would do a season 2 of this show, and that the Lego sets that we got on August 1st, the Dark Falcon, the X-Wing and TIE Fighter mashup, and the return of Jedi Bob in his own Starfighter, these were all one and done kind of sets, and there probably wasn't a way in which that we would ever see anything like this again in Lego form. However, having seen the show, I do think it is possible that they could do another season of this show. And of course, without going into spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it, it's fair to say that at the end of the 4th episode, which is the 4th and final episode, there is a door open to potentially doing a second season. I think that is a very deliberate act by the writers, and quite frankly is one that I think is something that we potentially could see in the future. There's also little bits of evidence, such as seeing season 1 on the title of the Rebuild the Galaxy. When you're on the Disney drop down, it says season 1 of Rebuild the Galaxy. Could there be a season 2? I'm starting to hope so, and I'm certainly starting to think that potentially we could see another season. Whether or not we see another set of Lego sets for this in the future, I potentially am on the fence about. I would certainly like to see characters like the Jedi version of Palpatine. I thought he looked really good. I really liked the fact that you had Han Solo in Greedo's blue outfit as well. I know that's technically something you could create. I've got the cantina behind me, and I could definitely recreate that if I wanted to. But there are things like that that I would definitely like to see in Lego form. Whether or not we get any more sets is another question, however. And whilst I'd definitely like to see things like Lightside Mall and Lightside Dev as well, it is probably more likely that in a second season of this show we get a bunch of new characters that you could then base Lego sets around. Now, in a video that I did the day after Rebuild the Galaxy, I did a short video across all platforms, and I said that I think this would lend itself as a show for Lego sets quite nicely to that 4+ market, and I definitely think something like the Ewok Y-Wing, Bounty Hunter Ewok Y-Wing is something that would look fantastic in the 4+ scale. Lots of big pieces, lots of sort of branch and leaf elements that you could use big pieces for, that you see big pieces in these 4+ sets. I think that's something that would look quite cool, and quite frankly as a set it certainly would appeal to me. So whether or not it's a 4+ set or not is certainly up for debate. I think if they brought out something like this in the 4+ market, I would certainly be very enticed to go out and grab it. You could also do something like the Rebellion AT-AT as well. This of course is essentially just an AT-AT with the Rebellion logo and slight difference in colouring as well. Whether this is something that you could afford to then do a play scale £100+ set on, I'm not entirely sure. Like I said before, though, I do think the most likely scenario is that we get another set of new characters, another set of new potential ships, a new set of designs for different types of ships, cruisers, different elements that we could see moving forward. I certainly think it's a possibility. Whether or not we do get any more Rebuild the Galaxy Lego sets, it quite frankly for me is by the by. I'd certainly like to see original trilogy sets and prequel trilogy sets more than Rebuild the Galaxy sets, but I would certainly like to see another season of Rebuild the Galaxy on Disney Plus. I thought it was really good fun. I thought it was not divisive at all. I don't think there's any way that you can divide the fandom on something as sort of a juvenile and fun as Rebuild the Galaxy. Really fun. You got to explore ideas like Jedi Bob, like the infamous Darth Jar Jar, and even little jokes in there when Darth Jar Jar calls himself a Phantom Menace. I thought it was so well done. You could tell the people that wrote it really loved Star Wars, and that they really loved Lego Star Wars as well. So a shorter theory today, is it something you'd like to see? Have you seen the show? Did you enjoy the show? Is there a potential set that you would like to see from it? Would you like to see a season 2? Would you like to see them just try something completely different? Maybe go something back to something like the Freemaker Adventures? Is that something you'd like to see? Do let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. If you have watched this far, do stay tuned on the channel because we've got a ton of Lego Star Wars stuff coming up in this space over the next month or so and in the build up to Christmas. Thank you very much for watching. If you have watched up until this point, don't forget to follow and subscribe on whatever platform you're watching on. And until the very next video, I hope you have a wonderful and a nerdy week, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.